Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are good. Okay, I am also fine, students. In commerce, we are going to learn the next lesson, the 20th lesson. Okay, in the same unit, business environment, we have studied its factors, the internal and external factors, and the global factors. Now we are going to learn. That is coming under the new economic policy. Okay, the three forms of new economic policy is the heading of the lesson. Liberalization, then privatization, and globalization. Okay, this is the outcome of new economic policy. Okay, we will learn what is that new economic policy. Okay, in economics, I think you might have studied this one. Okay, new economic policy that affects trade. That is why we are learning in commerce also. Okay, how it affects this one, our trade, our industry. Okay, that's why we learn this lesson: liberalization, privatization, and globalization. In short, it is called LPG, not the gas. Okay, it is also called, in short, the LPG. Okay, the new economic policy. First, we should know how it came into existence. This new economic policy, the history of this policy we need to know. In 1991, our Indian government has approached the IBRD, that means International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. Okay, that this is also called World Bank. It is also called World Bank. And the other bank, International Monetary Fund. Okay, it has approached, our Indian government has approached these two international bank. That means World Bank and the IMF, that monetary fund, International Monetary Fund, this one International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So just to ask for loan. Okay, why they have approached this bank to get loan? Why? What is the purpose of getting loan? Is to repay the external borrowings. Okay, the same thing only. It has borrowed money already from the other, maybe from the same World Bank and IMF. Okay, in order to pay that loan, they are getting another loan. Okay, this one, it has approached for how much amount? The loan amount is for $7 million. Okay, $7 million. Okay, this is the amount that they have approached our Indian government. So, but before sanctioning that loan, what was their demand? They have offered to that that they have asked to do us something. Okay, what was that they have asked? Two things. Okay, one, they have to liberalize the restrictions. Okay, that is liberalization. That means our rules and regulations related to trade was little tough. Okay, that tariff, and anybody cannot invest in India. They cannot sell whatever they produce in their country. Okay, that was happened during the British rule. Okay, so India has imposed many restrictions that the foreign markets may not enter into India. But now since we have gone to these banks for loan, they are offering some, they have putting some demand in front of us. Okay, if we satisfy their demand only, they will sanction this $7 million loan. Okay, and they have to liberalize the restrictions, trade restrictions. okay, between India and other countries, and they have to the same thing only, both the same only. Okay, they have to liberalize, we have to liberalize the that means that investment in India and trade restrictions. Okay, they need to invest their amount in India, they need to get profit, and at the same time whatever they produce they have to sell in India. That was their aim. Okay, that was their demands. So the Indian government has to accept, they have to fulfill their conditions. Understand? So it has. Then after this agreement only they have introduced this new economic policy. Okay, new economic policy has been introduced in the year 1991. Okay, that is why in short it was called LPG, liberalization. Okay, they have to liberalize. They are liberalizing the. We will learn each and everything in detail. Okay, what is then privatization? Then what is globalization? Okay, so these are the three forms of this new economic policy. This when whether we have started first in India, that we will see. Okay, but this one already was prevailing in the world economy. Okay, here one person, Arthur Dunkel, he has prepared one statement, or he has submitted one document having 22,000 pages. Okay, he has prepared a document, and he related to this general agreement on trade and tariff. General agreement on trade and tariff. This is called GATT agreement. GATT agreement. GATT. Okay, GATT in Tamil also you might have studied GATT Opandam. Okay, but GATT agreement in social science you might have studied in lower classes. Okay, so this GATT agreement related to this one, they have this person, this Arthur Dunkel has prepared one document related to this one, and he has submitted this one to the World Trade Organization. Okay, World Trade Organization. So many of the countries have followed this. Okay, this got agreement, and they have introduced this new economic policy. Understand? But afterwards only that when India has gone for loan, they have asked to that agree with this condition, their conditions. Okay, that means to follow the new economic policy. Now let us learn one by one in detail. Okay, here what is the meaning, and what is its explanation, then what are the merits and what are the demerits it has all given together. Okay, so first we will learn about the liberalization. Liberalization, as per the word, that liberalizing the laws or rules. Okay, in a country. Okay, we are liberalizing our laws or the rules in our country, may be related to trade and industry, in everything. Okay, and investment. Okay, investment, industry, everything they are relaxing the rules and laws. That is called liberalization. Okay, and many we have many policies, isn't it? Especially the economic policies and social policies. These will be relaxed. Okay, social policies and economic policies were relaxed to many extent. Okay, only then they can enter, all the other countries that investors can enter freely into India, and they can invest in India. Okay, that for that purpose only they have introduced this this new economic policy. The first one, liberalization. Okay, through liberalization, what they have done, what they have liberalized. We in general we have studied they have liberalized the laws or rules of the um, country, okay, of the government or the country we can say. So what they have done, they have removed the tariff. Okay, we have studied no tariff, that means the restriction related to trade. Okay, that means how much quantity can be exported and what are the goods cannot be exported or imported, that is called tariff. Okay, so the removal of tariff, they have completely removed any goods can be imported yet to any quantity they can import. Removal of tariff and subsidies. Subsidy will be given for our people, isn't it? For the domestic people, local people, in order to increase their production. So encourage them to invest money in India. But that will also be removed. Okay. So subsidies cancelled. Then any other restrictions, okay, this two and all the other restrictions or tariff, everything was removed. So just all the goods will be brought India and many services will be brought to India. And here another one, they have abolished the license raj system. License raj or license system. License raj means they have to get, even to start one new industry or small scale industry, they have to get the license, okay, from the government. But this one also they have removed. Okay, all the subsidies, then license, anybody can start, okay, without getting license. But some exemptions will be there. Okay, so that was the meaning of liberalization. Okay, now how they, that forms of liberalization we will see. What and all they were liberalized. Okay, first one we have studied, very important one is that liberalization for industrial licensing. Industrial licensing. Here, as I told, in the point, they have removed the license Raj system, or license policy has been abolished. So, any that is, it is not very compulsory to get a license from the government before starting an industry. That was very compulsory. Okay, before the introduction of this new economic policy. But after this liberalization policy, many countries, many industries do not need to get the license in order to start an industry, but only for 6 industries the license was compulsory or mandatory. What was that one? They were drugs and pharmaceuticals. Okay, that now that is also removed. Drugs and pharmaceuticals, that means the medicine. Then chemicals, that means that hazardous chemicals. Then explosives, that bomb items, okay, explosives. Then tobacco products, then alcoholic drinks, then electronic products, aerospace products and defense equipments. For all these things only they need to get license. But all the other industries can be started without getting license. Okay, all these handicraft or in the textile, okay, then all these do not need to get license. That was the first one they have done. Then freedom for expansion and production to industries. Freedom of expansion and production to industries. Here, before this this liberalization, our government has fixed some limit for the production of quantity. Okay, it has any small scale industries means they have to that is that they have to stop the production up to a maximum limit. Okay, above that limit they should not produce goods. But after this introduction of this liberalization, the industries do not have any limit. Okay, so they only have to decide how many number of products can be produced in a particular day or in a year. Okay, so freedom for expansion and production to industries. Next one, increase in the investment limit. Increase in the investment limit. Investment limit of the small scale industries. Okay, small scale SSI, that is small scale industries. Here now they have increased. Before maybe 10 lakhs, I think 10 lakhs or 25 lakhs was the maximum investment limit for small scale industries. Now they have increased this investment to 1 crore. Okay, it has been increased to 1 crore. So what that they will do, they will increase to buy their own machineries, and they will appoint many people, and so they can increase their production. Okay, if they have to increase their production, they have to increase their investment. That is why they have increased the limit of the investment, okay, in the small scale industries. Then next, what they have done in liberalization, foreign exchange reforms. What reforms they have made? Okay, foreign exchange reforms. In 1991, we have studied, they have approached the bank, isn't it? So in the same year itself, they have just to balance the balance of payment. Okay, to balance the balance of payment, that means the amount that we need to pay for the our imports, and what we will receive the through the export, that is called balance of payment. Okay, so in order to balance that payment, what they have done, they have devalued our currency. That means the rupee value was devalued. Okay, devalued means the rupee we need to uh, pay, we will get more than Indian rupees. Okay, for $1 we have to pay more um, rupees there. Okay, that was the thing they have done. So they have reduced the value of rupee. So we that in our that foreign exchange has been increased. Okay, if for example I will tell you, if we need to um, import some of our products. Okay, we are importing from other countries, what we should do, we should pay their currency, that country's currency, isn't it? So that country's currency we need to pay. What we have to do, they have devalued. So for example, if it is American product, dollar, okay, $1,000 we need to pay. For each dollar, here we have to pay more amount in rupees. Okay, so then only they can convert that into um, their currency, dollar. So here we will get more in our foreign exchange. Okay, foreign exchange reserve, that will get increase. For that purpose only they have done this, the devalue of rupee. Okay, in order to increase the foreign exchange. Okay, then foreign exchange will be getting more there. Okay, then the last point, that import export transaction. Okay, main thing is that one only, import and export. They will never encourage the export, effort, they will encourage the import only. Okay, in order to uh, bring their goods in our country. That is the main thing. Okay, so there then many procedures were there in order to import and export. So they have simplified many of these procedures. Okay, the procedures were simplified in order to import and export. Okay, so many not only the goods, okay, the services have been brought to India. Then the capital, through direct investment, they are bringing capital. Then that machineries and everything can be imported. Then in order to increase the production, they need to get the technology, isn't it? Or that this for the technologies they have to bring some people, that we can say human resources. Everything has been relaxed. Okay, so that is what this liberalization. Okay, what are the advantages that we have through this liberalization, we will learn. Okay, what are the advantages that we have? So anybody can say it increases the foreign investment. For that purpose only they have brought this policy, isn't it? So it increases foreign investment because we have liberalized our trade, and we are inviting foreign investors to invest in India. So what is happening? Our that foreign investment has been improved. Okay, then if foreign investment comes, our that capital formation of the country will be good, isn't it? Capital formation. Many people are introducing money and they are investing in our India. So foreign investment coming to India, that forms capital formation. Then increase the foreign exchange reserve. There we have studied in foreign exchange reform, isn't it? It increases the foreign exchange reserve. Reserve means every country should have a minimum amount as that foreign exchange reserve. So if we have, if we encourage the import and export, automatically our foreign exchange reserve will be more. Foreign exchange reserve is more now. Okay, by introducing the foreign capital, or encouraging or liberalizing the procedures, import export procedures. Okay, the next advantage is increasing consumption. Increase in consumption. Yes, if production is more, what will happen? Automatically we will have many goods and services for consumption. Nowadays we have, isn't it, that one type of go to purchase a TV, we will have variety of TV brand, isn't it? Anything, if we go that's why it increases the consumption. Number of goods available in the market is more because of excess production, since they have increased the quantity of production because of liberalization. Then control over price. Control over price. How it control the prices? Because if the production is more, automatically if we have many products in the market, what will happen? The price will never get high, isn't it? If less product only, less production only, the price will go high. Since because of liberalization, many industries come to India and invest, we have more production, so consumption more, and so the price will never get high. Okay, so reduction in external borrowings. For that purpose only they have introduced this new economic policy, this system. Why? Again, we do not need to borrow from IMF or World Bank. Okay, that will reduce the external borrowings from the other banks. Okay, but we can we are there we have liberalized our rules in order to attract the foreign investment, isn't it? And they invest their money in India, so we will not want for further fund, isn't it? So the that will reduce the external borrowings from international banks. Then what are the disadvantages of this liberalization? Then advantages, many disadvantages only will be there. Nobody likes this, isn't it? That foreign direct investment. It increases unemployment. We may ask, since we open many industries, why we will suffer unemployment, isn't it? So how? Since the very big industries are open, the small scale industries, they will suffer. Okay, so they may not compete with this that what corporate industries. They may not be able to corporate that compete with these corporate industries. So they will go, they will be in a, they are forced to close their business. So they will suffer unemployment problem. Okay, because of their closing of industries. Then another one, loss to domestic units related to this one. Domestic unit. Okay. Here they are closing that business. That is say they are suffering from unemployment problem, and the since very big industries come to India, that is small scale industries of our domestic people, those who are already surviving in India, they will suffer more. Okay, because their products cannot be sold nowadays. Also, I have told you, isn't it? I think whether I have told you or not, don't know. I do not know. But last year I have told, whenever we go to buy products from the shop or that online purchasing, we may not encourage these people, the corporate companies. We may not encourage, but whom we have to encourage? The small shop people. Okay, for example, if you go to buy dress, okay, better go and get the dress that you like from a nearby your that local shop, but never go and go to a very big shop, okay, in order to purchase for your Christmas or any celebration. Okay, because indirectly we are supporting these corporate companies. Okay, we may think that they are also our we must always encourage our local people. Okay, instead of encouraging the rich people. Okay, if you think in that way, you will never purchase goods online. That many limitations are there. If you purchase by seeing a model, one only we are trying to place an order, isn't it? But once we receive the goods, it may not be up to our expectation, isn't it? Then we suffer. Then we will hesitate to return the goods. They will say cashback. If you dislike, you can return, but there the formalities will be more, so we hesitate to send them back. We have to call them and we have to tell them. They will say take the goods here, there. Okay, so just hesitating to do all these activities, we will never send them back. So who is the loser? We only. But whom we are encouraging? This, that Amazon, this Flipkart, all great companies. But if you go to a nearby shop and purchase the things, what will happen? If you find something, any problem that it causes, you can go consult the, you can contact that same person and you can explain your own difficulties, isn't it? That is there, but you should never encourage these corporate companies. Okay, so better, we do not know the all these things have come because of this liberalization only. Okay, so we need to protect our own industries, our own country people. Okay, so you have to encourage the domestic unit. Okay, that means in everything, on that the grocery items we can go and buy from the shop near by our house, isn't it? But what we do, that even the grocery will be delivered in our house, so we just sitting at home and placing, that shows our laziness. Okay, we may not do all these things. Then the next one is increased dependence on foreign nation. Dependence on foreign nation, yes. First, they told that to reduce external borrowings, isn't it? But now, whom we are depending on? We are depending on the foreign nation. They have to invest. We are okay. Just we are waiting for the goods that has to come. We do not know from where it is coming. Okay, but the ownership, maybe the product is from our product, but the ownership is in the hands of foreign people. Okay, they might have invested, and they are the one who is getting the benefit from our money. Okay, so we depend more on the foreign nations. So better to buy the local product that is produced in and by our country people. Okay, then unbalanced development. Unbalanced development. Here, see the country wise, if we see, the developed countries only will be investing money, capital in our country business, isn't it? So they become more rich and rich, richer and richer, isn't it? But our people, we get again, then we get the worst situation. Okay, so there is no balanced development in economy. So developed countries are becoming more and more strengthened, but our developing countries are going for backward in order to, but instead of going improving their economy, they are losing their economy. Okay, then you'll see the next heading, impact of liberalization. What is the influence? What is the outcome of this liberalization? So, in India, we can say that because of this liberalization, world economy, that world GDP, you know, gross domestic product, isn't it? So that for that one of the world level, okay, world level GDP, we have contributed to 1.3 trillion dollars. Okay, we have, okay, our country, okay, that because of this liberalization our country has contributed, if it is 1000, we have contributed 1.3 trillion dollars to the world GDP. And in the Indian level, we have become the seventh largest among the economy. Okay, the world economy, seventh largest economy. Okay, they say like this. Okay, their statistics show that that if we compare with the world, India has become the seventh largest economy in the world, and to the world GDP, India has contributed 1.3 trillion dollar to the world GDP. Okay, because of this liberalization. And this liberalization has the second point is that because of this liberalization, many markets came into existence. Okay, the new markets came into existence, so it has developed both the areas, the rural and urban areas. Okay, both the areas have been developed because of the new markets that came into existence. Then, because of liberalization, many people know that no need to get license, they can start any kind of industries. So it is easy for them to apply for loan. Okay, loan can be got from the banks very easily when compared to the previous times. Then another one, that foreign collaboration for the technology, for the investment. So foreign collaboration is there. Okay, foreign collaboration was there. Okay, then many companies have been many foreign companies have been working in India. Okay, foreign companies have been started in India. Many foreign companies have been established in India. Okay, that means we can say that before we had only very little companies, that multinational companies, foreign companies. So because of this one, we nowadays we could see many number of foreign companies in India. Okay, these are the impact of liberalization. Okay, in India. So the next one we will learn in the next class. Okay, before winding up the class, we will mark the question answers. Okay. The branches of new economic policy in page number 182. 182. These three. Okay. Forms of new economic policy: liberalization, privatization, globalization. One down, the other you have to write. Okay. These three. That is the branches of new economic policy. Then three disadvantages. 183. Disadvantages are given 5, so you can mark any 3. Okay, this one, any 3 you mark. Then what do you mean by liberalization? In page number 182, here. Okay, this one first point, second point up to here, then third point. Okay, this point, liberalization. Then in the long answer, here 3 mark, last one 5. Write short note on new economic policy. This one in the first page, 181. You can write this point. World Bank, IMF, expected India. Like this you start. Okay, first one. Then here, from here till here. Okay, that is the answer. Then the last question. Advantages and disadvantages of liberalization. 183. Advantages 5 points. Already disadvantages we have studied, isn't it? Here disadvantages only, the I have shown this one, no? This is disadvantages 3. Again both advantage 5, disadvantage 4. Okay, you have to learn this many questions, you have to learn. Okay students, thank you very much.